This step involves sewing the shark's back and tail together. First, take out fabric pieces 17, 18, and Group C. Place fabric 18 with its right side facing up, oriented horizontally, the curved edge on top and the straight edge at the bottom. Be careful not to reverse it. The eye directions of 17 and 18 are different. We need fabric 18 with the eye facing left. Next, take out Group C fabric and first identify its top and bottom. Position the two small arcs of Group C fabric to the right. At this point, the seam edge on the left side is vertical. When the seam edge is vertical, you can see that the whole piece curves upward. If it curves downward instead, that's incorrect. This is correct. Now, we need to flip the correctly oriented Group C fabric horizontally and place it on the right side of fabric 18. Align the seam edge of Group C with the last marked segment on the right side of the curved edge of fabric 18. Position fabric 17 with its curved edge up and straight edge down, placed right sides together with fabric 18. We need to sew these 3 layers together. However, at the marked point, only fabrics 17 and 18 are to be stitched together here. First, align the ends of fabrics 17 and 18. With the knotted thread, make the first stitch only through the rightmost marked point of fabrics 17 and 18. Adjust and align all 3 fabric layers. The second stitch should pass through the needle holes of all 3 fabric layers. You can first pass the needle through the first needle hole of fabric 18, then through the first needle hole of each layer of Group C fabric, and finally through the second needle hole of fabric 17. Finally, pass through the second needle hole of fabric 17. Stitching layer by layer in this way will be more precise and easier. Adjust the fabric slightly, and the next stitch is sewn in the same manner. First pass through the single layer of fabric 17, then sequentially through the 2 layers of Group C fabric. If the needle holes are blocked by the plush, gently brush the fibers aside to locate them. Finally, pass through the single layer of fabric 17, and the third stitch is complete. After this, repeat the same stitching method as described above. The last stitch should land exactly on the marked point, and all marked points of Group C should be sewn through by the end. If there are slightly more or fewer points on Group C, that's fine. Just make sure the marked points on fabrics 17 and 18 align properly. When making the last stitch, be careful to skip Group C. After pulling the needle through for the last stitch, tighten the thread and smooth out the fabric. No need to knot. Continue sewing along the edge to the next marked point. At the marked point, stitch. Take out the previously sewn and turned right side out Group B fabric. Place it horizontally as shown in the video, with the curve facing up and the sewn edge facing down. Then position it so that its pointed tip faces left. Flip it vertically and tuck it between the Group 17 and 18 fabrics. Continue sewing. The first stitch here, located at the needle hole just after the marked point, needs to pass through fabrics 17, 18, and Group B at the same time. Just like with Group C, stitching through one layer at a time will be easier. Pull the thread through and check if the needle holes are correctly aligned. The next stitch is the same, pierce and sew through each layer one by one. Continue sewing the following section, using the same stitch method as before. The last stitch for Group C is positioned right in the corner, which might be a bit tricky to find. Take your time. All of Group C has now been sewn. The next stitch is exactly at the needle hole indicated by the marked point, and only fabrics 17 and 18 need to be sewn here. The remaining section should be left open for stuffing, so tie off and finish here. Remember to trim any excess thread. After turning it right side out, it should look roughly like this. There's just one last step left. Starting from the corner on the other side, sew 5 stitches along the curved section. You can flip it over again to check if both the front and back look good. Count to make sure it's exactly 5 stitches, then tie off and finish. Once the knot is tied, this step is complete.